Good morning, Axial builders around the world. It's your boy Josh, aka Coleman, and you are now watching ScaleWars, Axial's Battle of the Builders. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Yet another episode of ScaleWars, Axial's Battle of the Builders is about to go down. And today's pretty slick. We've got 3 lexan builds today, so we're going to go ahead and dive right on in. I'm going to try to cut these down and slowly work my way down to the half-hour mark instead of 45, 50 minutes. So we'll see if it'll happen, but I'm going to try one more time. So that being said, I'll meet you guys at the battleground. Let's go. Alright, you guys, welcome back to the battleground here at ScaleWars, and we're not even going to mess around today. We're just going to jump right into it. Let's see, our first submission today is going to come from a gentleman by the name of Kevin Wood. Kevin Wood is from Oregon City, Oregon, so a local Oregonian. Shout out to you. And I'm over here hitting buttons. I didn't mean to do that. Let's just zoom in on this so you guys can get a look at it while I talk about it. This is a good-looking Jeep right here. Let's see, he is 25 years old. And looks like he has been subscribed to Extreme Scale Performance for 1 year now. He started building RCs in 2015, and he calls this project Sabotage. And now as far as the detailed parts and paints list, he says not really finished. He's looking to eliminate the body pins. But let's go ahead and just kind of run through this parts list real quick here. He says it's a Proline 2009 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon body that he's modified. Axial metal transmission with metal gears, I guess. We're going to have to look. I'm not sure if he means just metal gears or metal transmission and gears. Deadlock metal rock sliders. HOLMES Hobbies 35-turn motor. Nice choice. Yeah Racing winch. RC four-wheel drive metal front and rear bumpers. Wraith interior. Hot Racing internal shocks. Chiron olive drab green paint, and custom 3D printed grille and spare tire mount. This is a stock Axial SCX10 frame and custom metal links. And let's see. Let's go ahead and see what else I'm missing here. He says this build is... What does he classify? He classifies this as trail trucks right there. Okay, so he classifies this as a trail truck. Sorry, guys, it takes me a second. I've got a new layout here I'm trying to read. It's not the same as the old one. So he rates his build an 8 out of 1 to 10. So that he thinks pretty highly of this build. And as far as who he would like to give a shout out to, this is a new part of this, guys. You get to give shout outs. He wants to give a shout out to his brother Adam, who got him into the hobby. He says he's a guy that always has spare parts when he breaks his Jeep. And also shout out to the ORC community. And if you guys don't know ORC, that's the Oregon RC rock crawling community, and they are one of the original forums from way back in the day. So shout out to them. So let's go ahead and dive through these pictures, you guys, and go ahead and give him some feedback here. We'll let him know what we think. So first up, I would say it gives me good vibes. I dig it. I like it. Just first impression, I like it. I already know that you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, and that's those body pins. But thankfully, he mentioned that he was thinking ahead there, and he kind of pre-warned everybody. So other than the body pins, I like it. I think it's great. I think that this is where most people should strive to be at when they're first getting into the hobby and they're wanting to build something that is unique, that's them, and they're working with what they've got. They're not trying to break the bank, get too crazy, but they're definitely trying to have something cool. So what I see from this is he was thorough. Okay, so he bought the lexan body, right? Not only did he paint it looks like on the outside as well. It looks like, is that an inside and outside paint job? It looks like it is. But he modified the body. So you can see right away, I see a custom grill here. I like that. I do not like the Phillips head screws in there that are not the same color. You should paint those black. That would really help them blend in. And maybe you want them to stand out, but I don't know. I don't think it looks that good like that. I think it'd look better if it was black. He put the stickers on, which is cool, for the intercooler and all that stuff. Or not the intercooler, but for the tranny cooler and the radiator and all that stuff. The winch looks like it is highly abused and used. Same with the bumper. I really like that. That shows that this thing gets beat on consistently. The body is really beat up. You can see, like, it's not like rough, but you can definitely tell it gets driven. I like that. That's just a sign that he really uses this. I'm not a fan of how this is like all limp here. Just laying down like it just waterlogged. I would try to fix that, but I mean, that's really nitpicking. That's minor. I'm not so sure if I would have put the fire extinguisher on the outside. I probably would have mounted that maybe in the inside, somewhere along the cage, or like on the wheel well, or, you know, there's a bunch of places. I probably would have mounted that on the inside though. But it's looking good. I love that you've got the rack up top with all the gear in it. A lot of people don't do that anymore, but I think it's awesome. It's just Overland Adventure style. I think it's cool. I like to see all the stuff up there. I know it makes it a little bit more top heavy, but that's still, it's just as fun. And the scale realism is just, yeah, it's there. So I like the snorkel is cool. I'm not seeing too much else from this view, so let's go ahead and flip through these pictures. Alright, front shot, which we were kind of just looking at anyways. Looks pretty good. I'm not really seeing anything that I wasn't seeing in the last ones. It's got a nice stance to it. I like the height. I like that the body is right down onto the chassis. I don't think it's right down onto it, but it's pretty close. The bumper is where it's supposed to be. Looks good. Looks like you got a lot of clearance for tires to just hit rock, man. So, yeah, this thing probably performs pretty good. Let's see, rear shot here. I like it. What is this, custom antenna right there? That's cool. Sticker lights, you know, that always happens to those. It's kind of a bummer. But you could always cut out the sticker lights and go with like more of a three-dimensional light at this point. Here you can see some of that paint, whatever, yellow or whatever it used to be. I like the Rebel Off-Road sticker. See here, you painted the Phillips screws to match the body. I like that. That was a smart move. I'm not a fan of Phillips screws, but when you paint them to match, it definitely helps out. So, good job on going the extra mile there. I can see some upgrades down there. He's got some upgraded lockouts. I wonder if he's got anything else down there. He's got different colored D-rings. That's kind of funny. He's got a hot racing one on one side, and I'm not sure what this one is. Maybe a factory Axial one or something. Yeah, it looks good. And he's got swords. I don't know if you guys are seeing that, but my man has swords. Yeah, ninja swords. I like the wing nut for the spare. That was a cool idea. That's pretty slick. Alright, so let's go to the next pictures. Underside, yeah. Deadlock RC, I can see here you got your skid and everything. That's looking pretty good under there, man. Your links turned out nice. Stock wild bore drive shafts. Looks like he's got C-hubs and steering knuckles. Looking good. I like that it's still all dirty and sandy. I'm yawning over here. It's illegal. Alright. Rusty drive shafts. Those are my favorite. It's looking good. Now, here's the issue I have with underside, though. Actually, not a huge issue. Maybe I would paint this, like, green, too. It looks like you did these green. You might as well do these green. I mean, your wheel wells don't look like they fit the best, but you put some wheel wells in there, so I give you props on that. You also got some stuff going on here, so I don't really know what all that is. I like, oh, he's got upper links are even done too, so all his links are upgraded. That's pretty cool. But it looks like he made an attempt here to hide what was up under there. So yeah, it's looking pretty good, and it looks like the battery tray is in the back. Right here's battery tray. So yeah, I would just recommend maybe painting all this white area that you got going on. Maybe paint that green, you know, or give it like a aged effect or something. Get it dirty, dusty. The rest of your rig's kind of dirty, you know, so maybe age it up a little bit. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. All right, next shot. All right, we got the driver's side, exterior, looking good. What am I seeing here? Holmes Hobbies, Poison Spider. I can't tell what that one is really. Curry. Is that Walker something? Walker Evans maybe? I don't know. Maxis and Rebel. Nice lineup. Deadlock, Jeep. Alright, looking good. Now this is what was catching my eye, is this cage work here. So this looks like some custom cage work. And I'm not 100% sure, but is that the front of a Wraith cage? Or I don't know. You guys in the comments, let me know what part of, is this Wraith cage? If I feel like this is Wraith cage, like maybe front Wraith cage, or what part of the Wraith cage is that? Or is it a bomber cage? I am tripping now, but I like this. I like how you did this right here. Hot racing shocks I can see in there. Those are looking good too. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to really go on here. I mean, it's looking proper. Your sliders come up really nice and tuck the body in. Your links look great. The bumper is not far off from where the body is at all. So, I mean, you got inner wheel wells. This thing's looking proper, man. You did a good job here. Honestly, I mean, I'm really trying to find something to complain about, but there's not a whole lot. Maybe this. Is that hot glue that I'm seeing? Not really a big fan of that, whatever that is right there. It looks like hot glue, but I'm not sure. Really though, there's not a lot I can complain about here. This is a good looking rig. Top shot, there we go. I've been wanting to see what's in here. Looks like some sand ladders. Recovery gear. He's got the pull pal set up, or the land anchor. Some sleeping bags. I'm not sure what this stuff is over here. This looks like maybe just some boxes or something. Yeah, looking good. He's got some mesh screen in the backside. Not too bad. All right, let's keep it moving. I'm trying to keep it going fast. It's really hard for me. What is that? Okay, so this is just holding his mirror on. I see what's going on there. Maybe put a screw through there, but no, that I see what you're doing. But I mean, maybe put a screw through there. It would be a little bit more incognito. Yeah, it's a Wraith interior. Oh, it is a Wraith interior. So I wonder if this is a Wraith. I am so tired right now. I wonder if this is a Wraith. Like, I need to go back. We gotta go back to the underside. No, he has his full SCX 10. So he just used the Wraith interior. Alright. And that is a nice shot. Epic shot. Really liking that. The body's a little higher than I'd like. If the body was down a little lower in the back, then you wouldn't see that so much. Maybe if you did like a spacer setup to lift your bumper up to the body, because the rest of it looks so even. Not really sure, but that's an awesome shot, man. Killer shot. Other than the footprint. Oh, and there he is. That's my man right there. That is Kevin Wood. And his, what did he call this thing again? Sabotage. Alright, Sabotage. It's a good looking rig, brother. And it gets my approval. I like it. Definitely nice. And if you guys want to see what he got for a score, go ahead and head over to the extremescaleperformance.com website. Go to the ScaleWars tab and scroll down. And right below the sign-up sheet there, you will see the scoreboard, and that's where you will be able to keep track of everybody's scores. So, all right, thank you very much, Kevin, for entering. I really appreciate it. Your rig is awesome, man. You did a great job, and there's really not a whole lot I can recommend. As far as getting rid of those body clips, I would say since you have the sliders on there, I would make some sort of mounts that attach to the sliders in the inside of the body there, and you could probably run a few screws in there, maybe do an L bracket of some kind. Your front bumper is also in a good area. I always like to attach to the chassis if I can, or the sliders. So just some food for thought there, but I really like it. If you guys have ideas, give them some feedback down in the comments. And yeah, hopefully we'll see another version of it here before too long. All right, so thank you again for entering, Kevin, and on to the next one. All right, you guys, our next submission today is Jason Deere. And Jason Deere, oh man, I'm going to struggle with this, but he is from West Yorkshire, and there's a word in front of that, and I don't know how to say it. Pontefract, West Yorkshire, in the United Kingdom. And I am so sorry if I'm butchering your town's name or I'm saying the wrong things. He is 44 years of age, and he's been subscribed to Extreme Scale Performance for 1 year now. He started building in 2015, and he calls this project The Bear. Shout out to you, Jason, for reaching out to us all the way over here in the States, man. That is awesome to have people from the United Kingdom watching. Really, really cool. So, now, as far as his parts list, he's got a lot of stuff tucked into this Jeep here. So let's just bear with me, guys, as I try to get through this real quick. This is an Axial Jeep Wrangler G6 Falcon Edition RTR truck with an Axial SCX10 2012 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited body. HOLMES Hobbies TorqueMaster Pro 35-turn motor, a TorqueMaster BR-XL ESC, Savix 1210 SG waterproof servo, Boom Racing 1.9 high-mass wheels, Proline 1.9 high-rax tires, Proline dual cell foam inserts, Boom Racing XR mod steel front fat axle and rear steel fat axle, Boom Racing aluminum rear axle lockouts and aluminum wraith knuckles and C-hubs, Boom Racing heavy duty bevel helical gear set, 38 tooth and 13 tooth front and rear axles, Axial Delrin 32 pitch 56 spur gear, and Axial Steel 32 pitch 11 tooth pinion gear. Man, he's getting into his ratios and everything. So let's see, he's got RC 4-wheel drive 110 Warn winch, Boom Racing folding winch grapple, tough armor front winch with front winch bumper with RC 4-wheel drive King shackles, Axial SCX10 Poison Spider JK Rock Brawler rear bumper and tire carrier, stock Axial wheel and 1.9 flat iron tire as a spare wheel, Proline roof rack, RC 4-wheel drive metal jack gearhead, Delrin studded sand ladders, killer bodies, scale items. He's got a bunch of stuff from them. I'm not going to list them all here. Let's see. Humbrol enamel model paints for scale items. He's got the paint colors listed for all his scale items. Man, he went all in. Self-made scale items. He's got sleeping bags and bed rolls and all kinds of stuff. He just listed a ton. He listed every single scale item he has here, which we won't need to get into all that. We'll see the majority of it. But he went all in. As far as he has his cooler loaded down with ice and beer. He's got cigarettes. He's got Coca-Colas. He's got meat and pizza and Starbucks coffees and all kinds of stuff. So this man went all in on this build when it comes to the scale accessories. He has a Toy Store 5-inch Soldier with binoculars for a driver, an Axial NVS night vision LED system, Axial universal rigid light bars, front and rear, and 2 side spotlights, Axial 3-port high output LED controller, and Axial LEDs night customs angry eye grill, rear lights, JK and snorkel JK snorkel. I don't know if you meant to put the and in there. The TCS Crawlers SCX10 aluminum 4-link kit, MIP C2 X Duty CVD spline drive kit, and for the Axial Jeep Wrangler, 100mm King shocks with 5mm spacers to reduce the drop. Build classification. He classifies this as a trail truck, and he rates it on a scale of 1 to 10. He rates this a 7. So, whoo, holy cow, man. That is quite the list of parts there. So, a lot of stuff tucked into this build, so keep your eyes open. Definitely try to spot what you can here. With all that stuff, one thing that I would recommend doing is getting some really cool wheel caps, some center caps here to hide that thread coming out. Would look awesome. And also, you guys already know what I'm going to say right there. Get rid of those body clips. As long as those body clips are there, it's just going to kill the rest of the scale look that you got going on. So let's keep it moving. So far, my first opinion, though, is it looks really good. It looks like it's meant to perform. It looks like it's meant to do like Recon G6 action, honestly. The way he's got it loaded down with all the scale accessories, but still decked out for some good performance. Definitely looks like a Recon G6 rig to me. Now, let's take a look here. I'm all stuffed up. From the side, it looks pretty good. I like the stickers. I see some Pirate4x4.com action. That's awesome. Sand ladders. Lots of scale accessories. Holy cow, man. The scale accessories are just crazy on this. But these body clips are killing it. I can't stand the body clips. Are getting you. Oh, but I like this. Look at this big. It looks like you got a 2-liter of Coca-Cola sitting in there. Bent links. I like the bent links. It looks like he's going for clearance there. The wheel and tire combinations looking pretty good. Oh, you know what? It looks like he's got the center caps on the rears, just not on the front. So I wonder what's up with that. Maybe he's going for something special there. I'm not 100% sure, but I would get some. I'm so tired still. I keep yawning. I would get some center caps on the front ones too, though. The backs look great. I like those. Yeah. All right. Let's keep it moving. It looks good. From this side, looking good too. He's definitely showing off his flex there. The tires seem like they're almost too big. I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean that's a lot of rub going on right there, and it just I'm not sure. The tires seem a little on the large side as far as outside diameter for this body. You guys let me know what you think in the comments if you think that those tires look too big on this or not. I've heard nothing but good things about them, though, so I'm sure that they perform great. Underneath, looking pretty good. You know what? I want to go back to that other one, too, and see. I can't really see from there. I was looking for inner wheel wells, which I can see them here. Now, yeah, it looks good. It looks pretty good. He's got everything covered up, closed up. It's looking pretty good. Those red aluminum pieces are a little on the extreme side. Definitely bright, but, you know, it looks good. I mean, it's not horrible. I see what you're going for. I'm very curious how those axles are holding up for you, how they're doing with all that extra weight. Are they, you know, did they increase your performance? It looks good, man. Your geometry looks on point. Everything looks really nice. Not a whole lot to say. I don't see any wires, really. Well, I guess I see one poking over here, but if you tuck that away, it'd be pretty good. I cannot stop yawning. This is like, it's an epidemic right now. Interior, this guy is having a party. Look at this. He is having a party in here. He's got beer and pizza and Coca-Cola, cigarettes, map. I don't even know. He got the cup, man. He got the white cup. This guy is getting crunk. There's our interior from the passenger side. Looking pretty good. I'm digging on it so far. There's, you know, it's the factory interior. I like that you added this stuff, you know, all the extra accessories. Definitely brought it to life. Cigarettes are disgusting, though, by the way. I'm just going to throw that out there. Not a supporter of cigarettes, but hey, it's RC. We're just playing here. You know, I dig it, man. It's cool. It's not a lot. There's not a lot I can say because it's just, I mean, you did a good job. Everything I'm looking for is there. Everything that can be done is done for the most part. As far as this lexan body goes, you can always improve something. I would like to see a full 3-dimensional interior. I'm not a fan of that, you know, half interior stuff going on, but I understand that you're just working with the body that you have here. So I like the top. I like how it's all netted in. That's pretty cool. Again with the yawn. Just cannot stop. The light system, that's interesting. That's a very interesting light setup there. Not 100% sure. I need to see that from a different angle, but Yeah, they're bright. Yeah, the lights are definitely bright, so I'm digging that. Looks like they work good. This thing's it's a good looking rig, man. This rope here is a little much. Your tow rope is a little thick. I'd probably go for something a little more scale, but it looks like it works. It looks like you use it a lot too, so I can't really beat up on you too much. Yawning though, oh my goodness, I cannot stop yawning. I've never yawned this many times in a row in my life. But I really like it. I'm definitely digging it. It looks good. The lights are good. Just the body clips are killing you right here, man. The body clips are killing you, and that front tow rope is just a little excessive. A little big. This is looking good. He's got all his D-rings installed. Looks like they're all getting used. Everything's looking good, man. I like it a lot. It's a good looking rig. Spare tires looking good. I like the rear lights. That's a cool touch. And there's a man himself. There's Mr. Jason. And you look familiar, sir. I feel like I met you before. Did we meet somewhere? Did we meet in Nevada at the RCCA Worlds? Is that where I met you at? I'm not sure. If not, then I'm just crazy. But I dig your truck, man. Your truck is very nice. You did a good job. I like it. Not a whole lot to beat you up on there. Just get rid of them body clips somehow, man. If you can find a way to mount that body on there without those body clips, it would help a lot. And honestly, I'm going to say that you may have too many scale accessories. And I know that's hard to believe because we're always shooting for the most, but you may have done a little too much on this with having the pizza open on the seat and all that stuff. The giant 2-liter, 6-liter looking thing on here. Some of it's just a little excessive maybe. So, but I mean, maybe not. Maybe you guys disagree with me on that. So let me know in the comments. And if you want to see a score, you know where to check it out. ExtremeScalePerformance.com. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next contestant, you guys. Jason, thank you very much for entering your rig. I really appreciate your loyalty, sir, and your subscription and your activity. All the good stuff, man. Keep building an awesome rig, and hopefully we'll see you on the trails. All right, you guys, on to our final contestant of the day. This is our final entry. It comes from Andreas Lindberg, and I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Andreas or Andreas Lindberg, and I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. He is from, oh man, I'm going to butcher this too. Leksell Västerbotten, Sweden. Oh man. I know he's laughing at me right now. Oh, you guys are probably all laughing. That's all right. I tried. He is 32 years old, and he's been subscribed to Extreme Scale Performance for 1 month. So he's fresh, man. Fresh to the family. Welcome, man. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing and just for joining up, man, being a part of this whole thing. Definitely glad to have you. So... oh, let's see. What do you call this bad boy? He calls this Gamla Betten, a.k.a. Old Betty. And this is an Axial SCX-10-2. Now, as far as the complete part list, he broke it down pretty simple. It's an Axial SCX-10-2 kit, Safix SC1256TG servo, Hobby Wing WP1080 ESC, Yeah Racing Hakamoto 35-turn motor, No Name light kit from eBay with working turn signal and reverse light, Boom Racing 1.9 chroma wheels, Boom Racing Type I-90 shocks, 3D printed wheel wells and 3D printed rear light buckets. Got no work and 2 kids, so budget is kept low. Long from finished. He says build classification. He classifies this as a trail truck, and as far as rating on a scale of 1 to 10, he rates this a 3. All right, man, a nice humble rating there, and I appreciate that, actually, believe it or not. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. I mean, first impressions, what do you guys think? What is this telling you? For me personally, I think it's clean. I think it's super simple, very basic. Like he said, it reflects the budget that he says he's on right now. Zero interior, which is going to kill your score, but I'm sure you're already expecting that. And you know what, though? It's not too bad. It looks like you got a kit, you threw some wheels and tires on it, and you threw some custom paint on it and some cool accessories, and you know, just tried to liven it up a little bit and separate it from the rest. And I'm cool with that. I rock with that. Of course, you know, body clips, it's always a pain in the butt. Definitely something I can't stand, but, you know, you're just getting started. Now, I will give you recommendations, though. There are a lot of things that you can do as far as, you know, taking this up to the next level without spending a lot of money. And I know that the interior is going to be the first thing I would want to focus on. You know, I would buy styrene. I would go out and I would buy styrene, and that would be where I would start. And I'd start putting in my floorboard and my dash and things like that and try to get that figured out. Or I would buy a 3D printed thing if you want to, but it's going to be a lot cheaper to just buy styrene and some X-Acto blades and some glue, and then you can start working with it from there. So you know, for this body, I mean, I'm against these normally, these body clips of death right here. But honestly, even though they're eyesores, they're definitely eyesores. I mean, imagine if they weren't there, this would look 10 times better. But there's not a lot of options on where you're going to mount the factory body without them. I would look into it, though, for sure. I would definitely be trying to play around with some ideas, see if maybe you could fasten up a bracket of some kind or anything. But honestly, it's not too bad. First impression, it's not too bad. He was very honest. He rated it a 3. I mean, come on. So let's keep going here. There's the top, nice and clean. See body clips, but it's nice and clean. I love the roof rack. The roof rack looks awesome. This is a good shot. I like it. I'm not a fan of the green on green, I don't think. I don't think they match that well. Maybe if they're exact same green, but it looks like they're off a little. That could just be because of the pictures, but inner wheel wells, yeah, it's not too bad, man. I like the tires. BF Goodrich's right from the factory. They work great. Looks like you're about to lose that door handle. It's not a lot to judge here. You know, I mean, I'm not even being mean at all. You just, you know, there's not a lot for me to really judge here. So you will probably get a low score just because you're lacking so many things. But at the same time, I'm honestly stoked for you. I got to give you props because you're honest about this. You knew where your budget was. You knew you knew that it was going to be a lower scoring build. That's why you put a 3 on it, obviously. But yet at the same time, I'm actually kind of impressed because you took it, you did custom paint. The roof rack is awesome. I like the wheels. Everything's really cool. You did the 3D printed wheel wells and stuff like that. So it looks like it looks like while you're, you know, obviously I wouldn't say you're missing everything. I would say you're just getting started. And so I think you're in the right direction. I mean, the fact that you did the wheel wells is one of the first things. That's a good sign. So yeah, I'm not going to beat you up too much, man. You're off on the right direction. Just keep in mind, the body clips are going to kill you no matter what. Those things really, really are just. I mean, look at that big old thing right through your back window. You just want to get rid of all of that. Just get some scale stuff going on in the interior. Looks good though. I dig it. I like that you got California plates on there, West Coast. Yeah. Underside, now we can really see those 3D printed parts, and honestly, it's getting me again. It looks pretty good. The light buckets, I forgot to take a peek at that. These are 3D printed light buckets too, so I'm pretty impressed. I like that. People are really making good use of these 3D printers nowadays. Now, as far as wires go, these wires right here, not too bad. I would probably try to tuck them a little better, but not too bad. Not too bad. This thing's a clean rig. You did good. Aluminum links, I see him. Oh, there's the homie himself. Yeah, shout out to you, Andres. Thank you very much for following all the rules, man. Thank you very much for entering your build. I appreciate it. You already know I'm going to recommend that you get an interior in it right away. Working on getting rid of the body clips and... oh, man, maybe get some scale accessories on there. You really don't have anything as far as scale accessories go, so maybe like a spare tire or get some stuff up in that roof rack would be really cool. Other than that, man, it's a great build. You did a good job. You know, the little details you could add to these lexan bodies would be like windshield wipers would be a great one. Just little things like that. So, anyways, thank you very much, Andres. This is a nice build. You're off to a great start, and I can imagine here in another 3 to 6 months, you're going to be even further. And with having kids and low income at the current moment, trust me, I understand, brother. I feel you. So I wish you luck, and hopefully all that turns around for you here soon. And as soon as you get an interior in this thing, man, go ahead and resubmit it. I'd like to see it again. So thank you very much, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the battle today. I'm trying to speed it up, which of course I am horrible at, but yeah, I'm going to keep trying. Anyways, you guys, you know what it is. I'm going to get up out of here. I'll see you out on the trails. Peace and chicken grease, fam. Yeah.